Welcome to the Dance Reel podcast. I'm Kate Histon. To be part of our community, subscribe or follow this channel. This episode was sponsored by Master Dancer Mindset. Know yourself, be yourself, and express yourself on and off the stage. Hi everyone, and welcome back to the Dance Reel podcast, where we pull back the curtain on the dance industry and look at the stuff that really matters. What happens behind the scenes in our hearts and minds and lives of dance. Today's episode is especially close to my heart. We're talking about how to be a supportive dance mum, parent, dad, grandparent, auntie, uncle, carer. Whoever you are showing up for that young dancer, this one is for you. We'll look at the do's and don'ts, what can go wrong, even with the best intentions at heart, and how we can show up in a way that truly supports, not controls, not performs through, but supports the journey of the dancer. Being a dance parent is no small thing. You're the driver, the snack packer, the costume ironer, the emotional sponge, the financer, and sometimes the silent therapist. It's a big and powerful role, but your role isn't to make your child successful. It's to help them be well in the pursuit of their goals. That's a huge difference. The goal is not to raise the best dancer in the studio. The goal is to raise a confident and resilient and self-aware young person who can handle feedback, failure, passion, and performance. Here's what I've seen work. Let your child own their dancing. You can cheer them, but let them drive their experience. Be their safe place, not their second coach. Offer perspective, not pressure. Ask questions like, how did you feel about that? Rather than, did you win? What doesn't work so well? Living vicariously through them. Maybe you danced, maybe you didn't, maybe you wanted to dance and you couldn't. But when we try and get our unmet needs met through our child's success, the boundary gets blurry and damaging. Over-identifying with their results. If their win feels like your worth is validated, or their loss feels like your personal failure, then you are in too far. What can go wrong? I want to pause here and speak to the emotional undercurrent that can ripple beneath the surface for many dance parents. Sometimes without realizing it, we put our children into the spotlight so we feel seen, valued, and important. This isn't a judgment, it's human, especially if we didn't get to pursue our dreams, or if our childhood lacked validation and recognition. We can unintentionally overcorrect by pushing our child towards excellence. But when a child becomes responsible for a parent's emotional satisfaction, it creates invisible pressure. It says, don't just dance, dance so I feel good about myself. Even in subtle ways, being disappointed if they didn't win, or constantly reminding them the cost of their classes. It sends a message, you are only as valuable as your performances. I grew up in and around this dynamic. I know firsthand what it's like to carry the emotional weight of a parent's unmet dreams. It's heavy. It creates anxiety and confusion, and this deep fear of disappointing the person you love most. So if this resonates, please know that you're not alone. There is so much compassion in acknowledging this pattern and making a shift. It's not about shame, it's about doing better now that we know better. Young dancers, especially from the age of 5 to around about 12, are deeply influenced by their primary attachment figures. That means you. Their view of themselves is shaped through the mirror you hold up for them. If your mirror reflects love, curiosity, and encouragement, they internalize that. If your mirror reflects judgment, comparison, or conditional approval, they internalize that too. This is where I want to encourage what I call clean encouragement. It sounds like, I loved watching you dance today. You looked like you were having so much fun. I'm so proud of how hard you work, not just the result. It's about focusing on effort, character, and joy, not outcomes or being the best. Also, please be mindful of the post-competition car ride home. It is prime time for either connection or internal collapse. If you can lead with love and bring the rest up if and when they are ready. The do's and don'ts of being a supportive dance mum or parent. Here's a quick guide. Do. Support their autonomy. Let them make age-appropriate decisions. Celebrate effort over outcome. Be curious about who they are becoming, not about how they are performing. Be a calm presence, especially when things go wrong. Model emotional regulation. If you lose it when they don't win, you're teaching them to do the same. Don't use guilt to motivate them. For example, after everything I do for you, don't criticize their body, technique, or competition results. Don't compare them to other dancers. Don't make dance about you. Don't stay silent if something feels off. Supportive doesn't mean passive. Being a supportive dance parent isn't about perfection. It's about presence. It's about being emotionally available, flexible, and aware of your own stuff so it doesn't bleed onto them. You are already doing so much. Just remember, your child doesn't need a manager. They need a mum. They need a parent. They need a soft place to fall. They need to know that your love doesn't rise and fall with their pirouettes, with their medals, or their teacher's feedback. If you ever wondered whether you're doing a good job, the fact that you're listening to this tells me you care, and that's already the foundation of a beautiful support system. Thanks for being here and for doing the real work behind the stage and lights. If this episode resonated with you, share it with another dance parent, subscribe, like, and comment on this channel, or send me a DM. I love hearing from you. Until next time, keep it real.